So you move into the Atlanta area and you want to live in a neighborhood that has modern homes like this that are not over $1 million and in town and close to the Beltline, and maybe you want to be able to walk to a place where you can let your dog run and you grab a coffee, well then you might want to consider the neighborhood of Reynoldstown, and that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to talk all about living in Reynoldstown right now. Hey guys, my name's Molly and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you can be one of the first to be notified when I do post a new video. But if you have any questions as I go about my video, put them in the comments box below, or you can always shoot me a text, send me an email, or give me a call. I would love to help you out. I'm basically your walking, talking tour guide of all things here in the Atlanta neighborhood. And I just want to show you different neighborhoods so you can kind of find one that fits your lifestyle and your budget. But you guys, here I am in Reynoldstown today, and it is a nice 60 degrees. I'm probably gonna have to shut this jacket in a little bit, but Reynoldstown is a cool mix of bungalows, some fixer-uppers, some modern homes like this. They're building moderns all over this area, and you can find them relatively affordable compared to, like a Buckhead or La Vista Park or Morningside, where those price tags get pretty hefty. So this is an example. It's actually going to be hitting the market soon, and it's more of like a townhome, so duplex type of style home. So there's 2 units, but with the modern look, but there's some single family homes mixed in as well that have the modern style. So we're gonna go check out some different examples, and honestly, let's just go check them out right now. So I am right next to a home that sold last spring. So this is a little bit of an older comp for you, but you'll get the idea. So this is a bungalow that has been fully renovated. It's got like the black modern vibe on the exterior. And this one sold for $780,000. It was a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, just over 1,900 square feet, but it has like all the modern features like light flooring. It has white cabinets, a bright big master bedroom, and then it has a garage with a carriage house, which is pretty rare to find in the in-town areas for like under $1 million. So a great house right here, but I'm just going to keep on. Oh, I should tell you about the location. Right this way, you can kind of where my finger at the edge of it is Moreland Avenue. So really great location to get onto Moreland, get onto I-20 if you need to get that way, or you're right by the Edgewood Shopping Center, by Target, Kroger. And then if you go the other way, down this way, I'm probably about 4 or 5 blocks in, you're gonna hit the Beltline. So yeah, Reynoldstown does run right along the Beltline, but you can kind of get an idea of what the neighbors look like. So that's what I opened up with, the new build. Here's the house. You got a bungalow here and another modern right there. But I'm just gonna walk down the street and around the corner to another home that sold last fall and give you an idea of another modern style that you can find here. All right, as I'm walking to the next stop, I do wanna just put up a map here to show you exactly where Reynoldstown is. So Reynoldstown is just south of DeKalb Avenue and north of I-20. It borders Inman Park. It's to the north, and then you have Edgewood to the east, and then you have Glenwood Park to the south and Cabbagetown to the west. So, and you can see that the Beltline runs right through it, kind of on one side of the neighborhood. And what else is around here? Oh, the MARTA station. The MARTA station, there is a Reynoldstown Inman Park stop, so you can literally walk over the bridge and get over onto the MARTA station if you want to get down to downtown or to the airport. And speaking of drive times, if you are living here in the Reynoldstown area and you work downtown, your drive to downtown is probably about 10 minutes. If you're going to Midtown, that's about a 12-minute drive. To the airport, 13 to 15 minutes roughly. And then if you're working up in Buckhead, that's going to take a little bit longer, around the 20 to 25-minute mark on a good day. But you guys, here I am at our second stop already. It was just right around the corner, you got this nice little Craftsman on the corner. And then you've got this modern here that this sold just in 11 days, and it sold for $789,000. It was a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, just about 2,900 square feet. It has a rooftop. You can't really see it from this angle, but it has a rooftop. It has like a modern farmhouse style inside, very light and bright. And one thing to notice, this is not just a single family home. This, again, just like in my opening example, is actually 2 homes. So it's kind of like a duplex. They just share kind of like a garage space. So that's kind of like the cutoff line right there. And then you've got another unit behind. So you're gonna find that a lot in Reynoldstown because the lots are kind of small and they're trying to squeeze in as much as they can. And so this is just a great way to utilize the space and get more people into the neighborhood. One other thing that you're gonna notice in the Reynoldstown area is that the streets are very, very narrow. So it kind of reminds me of New Orleans, if you've ever been there. Some of those streets just are crowded, and literally when you're driving down some of these streets, especially if there's a car that's parked in the street, it's a kind of a one-way access road. So I'm gonna jump out here and show you just an example of a street. So pretty narrow, like you can see, like with this car parked right there, there's kind of like a 1 lane to get down that street. So that's gonna be a modern theme in the Reynoldstown area, just very narrow streets. And the homes are all packed in pretty close together. So having a yard in Reynoldstown it's gonna be pretty minimal. You're not gonna have huge yards. So if that's something you're looking for, you might have to look somewhere else. But like I said, Reynoldstown has a mix of single family homes, lots of newer townhomes that have been built, and they're selling kind of like in the 500,000s now. These are classified as townhomes, but they really live like a single family home. So these are gonna range more like in the 7 to 8s. There is one home that's a single family. It's a modern home that actually set a record for the Reynoldstown neighborhood, and that sold for just over $1 million. I'll show you that after a little bit. Let's keep going. Okay, so I want to show you an example of a Craftsman cottage. So not everything, like I said, is modern homes, but look at this cute little home. So this home sold for $495,000. It's a 3-2, and it's just around 1,400 square feet. It has some original hardwood floors, but some modern updates. It has a galley kitchen, so it's a little bit narrow, but the rooms are pretty good size, and this actually has a pretty decent backyard, which is, again, kind of hard to find around here. Now I will say, so like right down the street this way is Memorial Drive, and then just a little past that is I-20. So I can hear the highway traffic a little bit, but it's not horrible. But if you go on Memorial Drive right here, hang a right, you're gonna hit Madison Yards, which is a newer retail district with a Publix, an AMC theater. There's some restaurants around there. And that was built in like 2019, 2020-ish. So really close to some little shopping and some restaurants that way. And then just right down here, we have some like newer, I think these might be like townhomes or condos. Of course, there's someone that's trying to blow leaves when I'm trying to talk, but let me show you at the very end of this corner is a cute little coffee shop. There's a cute little coffee shop, and they actually, you can join a coffee membership there and pay $10 a week and you get all the drip coffee that you want, which I haven't really heard of. Pretty cool idea, so let's go check that out. So this is a cute little concept. So there's a little bit of retail on the bottom. There's that Leche place I was talking to you about right here on the corner. Looks like there's a barber shop right here. And then on the above levels looks like condo units. Let me see if I can get out here so you can see them. So living on the top, retail on the bottom. Now I will say, you know, look around, you can kind of see some old mixed in with the new. These are some older apartments across the street, but that is Reynoldstown for you. It's gonna be not a cohesive look. It's gonna be a little mix of everything, but I just wanted to point out that coffee place. It's so cute. One last home example for you, and again, another modern. This one sold for $699,000. It was a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, just around almost 1,800 square feet. It had multiple offers. Now, I will say it's not on the most sightly of streets because you got like this industrial area, barbed wire, but actually what they're doing right here is they're building some townhomes. So once those get built, it's gonna look pretty nice. So, and you're only like a block over from Memorial, across from like the Atlanta Dairies and Madison Yards, all the retail stuff. And then you're just about a block and a half away from the Beltline access. So really, really good location. And price point, $699. You can't find that for a modern home like this in other areas of the city. All right, so I'm just walking down a street over here in the Reynoldstown neighborhood, and I know there's a dog barking at me. I'm like, don't attack me. Cute dog right there. But I just want to show you an example of some homes that you're going to find that are not modern. They do have a lot of like bungalows. Like here's a very purple house, but look behind me. So these are some nice tall craftsman style homes, and this street is actually a little bit wider. I told you a lot of the streets are narrow, but a couple of them are a little bit wider, and you're going to see a little bit more places to park. You can see more cars parked along here, but I see another dog watching me through the window thinking, what is that girl doing talking to her camera? But anyway, just wanted to give you some more examples. Like here is a cute Victorian style home. These are actually newer homes that have been built, and yes, there's a little bit of mix you're going to see on a lot of these streets, but a lot of charm. And this is also great location. Again, a couple blocks from the Beltline. You're a couple blocks from the Memorial Drive access, and you know, yeah, the Krog Street Tunnel is right there, so you're within minutes of getting to Inman Park if you want to go eat over there. So a lot of great options around here. All right, I am walking over to the dog park / coffee shop called Park Grounds, but I wanted to point out these are like some townhomes. They're like modern farmhouse in style. I think these were built like in 2017, something like that, somewhere around there. And then literally, I can kind of see it, but the Beltline access is right there, which is pretty amazing. And then, yeah, let's keep going and check out it's a shop for getting coffee. I think they serve breakfast all day. They have some sandwiches, that kind of thing. They also have beer, so you can bring your dog. A lot of residents like to bring their dog here. You can let them out, let them run freely while you sip on your beverage of choice. Kind of a cute little corner shop. All right, I think I've made some dogs excited, but here's the little shop. This is kind of the back side of it. And I just want to point out a couple more moderns right here. And then let's just keep walking down the street. I'm just going to show you what another typical street in the Reynoldstown area looks like. But again, this is going to be a very narrow street. You're going to just see how it goes from super modern like this to something that has been here quite a while. And I'm almost at it. Hang in there with me, but it is right here. So you can see that this is a home that's probably been with the family for generations. And then right across the street, nice tall craftsman, renovated bungalow. And it looks like they are building a modern right up here. So let me just hike up here and show you that. Looks like it will be a nice one when it is done. This looks like a single family. I could be wrong though. It might be a shared one again, but Another example of a new modern construction going up. And as you can see, bungalow, bungalow. All right, next I want to do just a drive around the Reynoldstown neighborhood so you can just kind of see what you're going to expect on a typical street. So sit back and enjoy the ride. Okay, so I'm walking along the Beltline that runs right along the edge of the Reynoldstown neighborhood, and you're gonna find all these cool little art drawings, and I run along here all the time on my Saturday morning run, so there's a good chance you're gonna find me here early on Saturday mornings. But I thought while I'm walking, I should just tell you some general information about Reynoldstown, and let's just talk about the average sale prices. So single family homes, the average sales price is roughly around $495, and that's off of a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Now, if you're looking at a townhome, that's actually going to be more, because remember, a lot of these townhomes are newer builds, more modern in style, and so the median sales price for a townhome is $642,000. And if you're wanting a condo, there are some condo options, a lot of loft options. Like this is an example right here. This is the Milltown lofts, and these range for anywhere from $250 to $500K. But the median sales price for a condo in the Reynoldstown area is roughly $333,000. So if you're curious about schools, the schools that are zoned to Reynoldstown are Burgess Peterson Elementary, Martin Luther King Jr., and Maynard Jackson High School. And I think Burgess Peterson it's underrated. I think it's actually a pretty good school. It's located over in the East Atlanta neighborhood. And then the middle and the high school is pretty average. So, do your homework if you're looking into school and those are important to you. But I'd say there's a mix of people that live in the Reynoldstown neighborhood. There's people that have lived here for generations, their whole families grew up here. But you're gonna find a lot of single professionals or first-time home buyers, young people that are moving into this area, because it's a very good central location to being in town, in all of the hustle and bustle, but you get a relatively good price point compared to other neighborhoods. I remember I helped a young couple buy a home in Reynoldstown. This is back in 2017, and they bought their home. It was a newly renovated craftsman style home. They bought it for $400K, and at the time I was like, you guys are crazy, paying $400K in Reynoldstown, that's just crazy, because Reynoldstown for a while was not a great spot. There was a lot of crime, and you know, just petty crime kind of stuff. But people didn't want to move in, and then things started to change thanks to the Beltline. So investors have come in, renovated bungalows, or have torn down homes that need to be torn down. And I'd say that right now the tear down price is roughly around $300K. But yeah, so Reynoldstown has definitely changed a lot. There's still a little bit of riffraff if you are on the outskirts. Like if you're driving down Moreland, it looks a little unpleasant to the eye, but once you pull in about a block from like Moreland or off of Memorial, it's actually a really decent neighborhood. Now, as far as, you know, daily grocery shopping, where to go. So Reynoldstown is really nicely located just across from the Edgewood Shopping Center. So there's a Target, a Kroger, there's a Bed Bath & Beyond, there's a Lowe's. So you got a lot of those big box stores right at your fingertips. And then just across from Memorial Drive is a newer Publix. It's in this commercial district called Madison Yards. So I'm going to jump over there in a little bit and show you that. But so you got some great options right next door, which the Publix, you know, before that came along, Kroger was kind of your only option, but now you got both options, which is awesome. So I'm coming up on, I promised you at the beginning of this video that I was going to show you the record-breaking modern home that had sold in Reynoldstown over $1 million, and it is right here. So right along the Beltline, so great location. It sold for $1.175 million. It was a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, and I think 3,200 square feet. So you can see it has a garage. It has, you can't see it from this vantage point, but there's a rooftop terrace. There's a wet bar. It has like all the modern features you would want. So a really nice house. I'm going to see if I can jump across the street and show you the front of it. And then just so you can see kind of what's around it, because you might be surprised to see what its neighbors look like. So make sure I don't get run over. So here's the front of the house right here. Okay, and then you got some craftsman style homes right here, little bungalow down the street. And then right next door, you kind of have an older bungalow home, which you wouldn't really equate that right next to a modern style home, but you know, that's just in-town living. That's what you're gonna find in Reynoldstown. And then, you know, look across the street. These are some duplexes that I believe have been renovated and rented out, but they're a little bit on the older side. But then you got this nice blue Craftsman right here. So I'm on the south border of Reynoldstown, right along Memorial Drive. And Memorial Drive used to be an eyesore. It was just like, think of barbed wire, old tire rims, that kind of thing. And it has transformed. We now have new build townhomes right here. They're building apartments everywhere. So there's apartments going on up here and back this way, more apartments that way, right by the Beltline. And then right across the street is a Madison Yards. It has a Publix and AMC. There's some restaurants, kind of casual, like First Watch, a breakfast place, Salata. There's an Indian place I want to try, but I'm standing right outside Homegrown. This has been here a long, long time, and this used to be kind of by itself, and now there's just stuff built up all around it. But you guys, this place has some really good biscuits. So this place will be packed on a weekend. Now it's a Wednesday afternoon, so there's no one here, but on a weekend you will be waiting in line. But check out Homegrown if you're wanting some good old fashioned biscuits and just a great breakfast. One restaurant you need to try sometime is this restaurant called Girl Diver. It's a seafood place. I got their shrimp banh mi sandwich. It was so good, you guys. I need to go back there sooner than later. But then right behind me is the AMC theaters. And then right over here you can see is the Publix. All right, so I am just outside of the Madison Yards district. So you got some restaurants right along here. And if I kept walking this way, I'm actually on the Beltline. It doesn't kind of feel like it right now, but this is the Beltline. If you keep going this way, you're gonna hit Glenwood Park. There's a Chick-fil-A over there. So if you need your Chick-fil-A fix, that's gonna be your closest spot. But let me head up this way. There's a couple more little restaurants. You got a coffee shop, there's an ice cream shop, and then there's a cool little coffee shop I'm going to show you here in just a second. Hang on. All right, you guys, this place, Muchacho, is right off of the Beltline. Great place to get coffee, and they have some killer breakfast tacos. They serve them all day, I believe, but check it out, Muchacho. Okay, so I'm walking on the southern part of the Beltline that is at the southernmost part of Reynoldstown, rather. And right up this way, you're gonna hit Wiley if you go all the way up, and then we've got the Muchacho, which I just pointed out. And then right here are some, it's called the A&P loft, so some condo units, if you will. And then right back here on Memorial, a little further down, is the Atlanta Dairies. So let's go check that out next. So I'm outside the Atlanta Dairies. Now this still development has a lot of retail space available, but I'll show you around a little bit. But you're gonna see on the outside, you got tons of apartment complexes. This used to not even exist probably 3-4 years ago. This was still just like an eyesore down Memorial Drive, and now it is full of condo or apartments. And what you're gonna find here in the Atlanta Dairies area is there's a couple of restaurants and a coffee shop, a plant shop, still lots of retail space. So I'm hoping that this will fill up, and it's a nice little place to walk around. So let's go check it out a little bit more. You guys, that is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this vlog tour of Reynoldstown. If Reynoldstown wasn't your jam, check out some of my other vlog tours that have kind of similar neighborhoods and similar price points, such as East Atlanta. I have a vlog tour for that. Kirkwood, Grant Park. Definitely check out those videos and see if that might be a better fit for you. But if this wasn't your jam at all, then just hang tight. I've got more videos for you coming soon. So if you have any questions or you want to see a certain neighborhood, put that in the comments box below, or you can always shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email. I would love to help you out any way that I can. But you guys, until next time, I'll see you around the neighborhood. Whew. My legs are tired after today. I did a lot of walking.